Tonight on Hip on the Spot News. Drama doesn't shy away from DCS World. We take the pulse and investigate what is going on. Petrovich enters the studio and prepares for assignment. And our full Afghanistan giveaway continues. This and more on How I Play. This video is sponsored by World of Warships. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti, and tonight we are going to talk about the latest news in DCS World. And hold on to your chairs as it's about to get rough and bumpy, because last week we had something else in regards of news and developments in the world of Digital Combat Simulator. Not quite what I was expecting, but nevertheless, here we are today, in between worlds where Razbam, one of the third-party developers for DCS World, made a worrying public statement in regards of payments from Eagle Dynamics for their work. More precise, the lack of payment from what they mentioned. ED responded, things happen, and Razbam posted another statement that calms down the crisis, at least for now. But before we dive deeper in what has happened and why I took so long to report on this, here's our today's sponsor. Very often people ask me what games I play when not engaging in DCS content. Well, when time allows it, I like to take a break from the virtual skies and engage in some action-packed naval warfare in World of Warships. It's one of the games that remains installed on all my systems to ensure I always can jump right in. It gets new content every month, whether it's new ships, in-game nations, cosmetics, or even ship classes. I always get a fresh gameplay experience in those intense 12v12 arenas. The developers do know how to surprise you with content like Godzilla vs. Kong, Transformers, Popeye, and many more. And don't you worry, despite the nostalgia, you can also keep the battles in a more historical accurate way. The game features top-notch new graphics with over 40 unique maps, a dynamic weather system, all of which has been updated with stunning new water effects and textures to make the game's seas virtually indistinguishable from the real deal. And I should know, I performed on cruise ships for many years and the sea was my home. You get to choose from multiple ship classes, from iconic battleships, destroyers, aircraft carriers to cruisers and submarines. You can play as a lone wolf or in a division with your friends. Oh, and the game is also available on consoles. With that being said, I am glad to say that World of Warships was kind enough to sponsor this video and bring to you a call to action. Download World of Warships using our link in the video description, and during your registration use the promo code BRAVO in order to receive a huge starter pack including 500 doubloons, 1.5 million credits, 7 days of premium account time, and a free ship after you complete 10 battles. More information in the video description. As our fellow YouTuber Graded is getting ready to release his next cinematic video featuring the mighty Eurofighter, I want to invite all of you to join us live in his premiere today at 4 p.m. GMT. So back to our show, and back to present times where, despite the uncertain events of last week, things look way better today. For those of you who didn't catch up to current events between Razbam and Eagle Dynamics, here is a short summary. Last week, Razbam put their support on their developed aircraft modules on hold due to an internal dispute with Eagle Dynamics. In their statement, they mentioned that the problem affects other third-party developers and even stated HitBlur Simulation's name as well. Though, until today, HitBlur refrained from commenting on this subject and their work continues with no distractions. The issue wasn't described in the statement, but from prior interaction on social media and forums, it has to do with payments from ED to Razbam. But most likely there is more about this that meets the eye, and speculations will only get us nowhere. Usually these sort of things remain behind closed doors when it comes to companies. There are contracts which were signed between partners, clauses, and all the necessary procedures that are best kept behind the curtain and eventually resolved. But now that we know there is an issue, one can only hope it gets resolved as fast as possible. Not long after the public statement from Razbam, there was also a reply from ED. Necessary, unnecessary, you be the judge of that. The reply came as an acknowledge to the issue, but also rectified a few allegations on Razbam's post, and they reassured us that everything is being done to resolve it. Remarks started to happen inside Razbam's team, with developers starting to hold their work, quitting, and all sort of reaction, which of course brought the morale to a low stance. These are sad things to be seen in the public eye, and sometimes things happen, and this is life. But also, as most things in life, when you hit a problem, there is always a solution, and in order to find it, it takes time, communication, and good intent. Now, you can imagine how things sparked out of control inside the community. We have the users who wonder how things will go from here, what will happen to their modules, will Razbam get back to work and continue to develop their present and future products? Then we got the confident flyers who have no fear when it comes to the future of DCS World and no matter what, will continue to enjoy their experience. And of course, we have the negativity side, the ones who stand by the side of the runway and take satisfaction when something bad happens, stirring the passionate community into a flaming frenzy with no hope for the future. These are all signs of the time we live in. But our presence here is to share the passion for flight in real life and virtual skies, and take part in the action together with the community on what is next for DCS World. And so, during the weekend, we get another post from Razbam, this time with more optimistic views on the situation. They are actively working to reach an agreement and resolve the internal dispute, and they don't want the discussion regarding their public declaration to escalate further. They assure everyone that it has been never their intent to abandon their products, so this should answer the worrying users about the status of Razbam products for now. So once this issue is resolved, things will move forward, and that's it. So as you see, sometimes it's better to wait and let things go their way rather than jump in and speculate. I truly wish everything will be resolved as soon as possible so we can move on. Razbam is a valuable partner and amazing third-party developer that continues to innovate and bring to us high-fidelity modules, sharing their passion with us every step of the way. Many things could be said, and most likely this will be discussed further as things progress. And we will make sure to keep an eye on it and provide to you a clear and concise look rather than a speculative one. And so, you may ask, why did we wait longer to produce a video about this? And no, I don't work for ED. Some of you really think we are that good. I tip my hat to you, but nope, we are still a small channel. Most of you already know that we don't work during the weekend, as I do dedicate my time to the channel fully during the week. But as our internal team knows, I wanted to cover this on Saturday. A video takes around 2 to 3 days of work when it comes to recording, editing, and so on. But something else happened last week. This time in real life. We got a new member in the family. So without further ado, I give you Petrovich.
What? Who? Me?
Yes. Little Petrovich is home. The mascot of our channel is here.
So, wait, let me understand. So you tell me that I am alive now?
Petrovich, you were always alive, but now you are alive and animated.
Makes sense.
So now it's a matter of time until he grows to be able to start his job for the channel.
But I do have a list of demands before we can sign a working contract.
And here we go again. Alright, so tomorrow we should get an update for DCS World. If it doesn't get delayed again, we will keep you informed. In other news, Hitler launched another video in their F4E Phantom series of showcases prior to the release in early access. A very entertaining look at the radar narrated by the one and only Grey Wolf, the voice of Jester, describing the APQ-120 radar in the F4E Phantom 2. This was part 1 for the radar, and I gotta tell you, the quality they put in their showcases is outstanding. It's a must-watch for those of you interested in the F4, and not only. And speaking of videos, we got a Q&A with Wags on his channel about performance in DCS World, answering some of your questions from the past and present. DCS is getting content over content, and we are happy to enjoy it together. So there is more news to be shared, but we will publish another video with the upcoming changes in DCS World if the update hits by tomorrow. Also, I am happy to announce that we are doing a giveaway for the entire Afghanistan map. This time not 1, but 2 maps will be the prize for 2 lucky winners. As always, all you need to do in order to win is to be subscribed to our channel and comment on all of our videos from now on. Our Discord members get an extra chance in the giveaway thread, and our co-pilot and pilot Patreon members have an automatic chance with each video we post. Later in June, we will select the winners and announce them in one of our videos from my voice only. The prizes will be tailored for you if you use the standalone version or the Steam one, so don't you worry. Good luck to everyone. As always, many thanks to our Patreons that support our channel, a big thank you for World of Warships that sponsored this video, and a warm embrace for all of you who are still here and watching. As always, remember to subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe, and I'll see you next time.